Hello folks and welcome to another video session by Inspo Crypto. As usual, we are going to analyze the Bitcoin market. It's going to be a very quick video today. Let us go directly to the whales ratio. Well, as you can see, we are maintaining a high level. We dropped to 0.68. That was, in my opinion, indicating that something is going to happen. And yes, of course, well, I wouldn't say we dumped, but the price started to decline, and afterwards we pumped very hard. I wasn't expecting such a crazy price action, but I did today the same analysis for the German community, in German, of course, and I was forecasting such kind of move because we are holding a tiny price range at the moment. But let us see. I will show you this information too. So, what happened to the whales ratio 30 hours average? It was rising, it rose a little bit more, and then it has started to decline. That matches exactly to our price action. We see the stablecoin reserves on exchanges is declining. Actually, right now it's declining very hard. That's not good because it looks like someone is taking profit. We need to check if that's related to the spot market. I know it is. That's the little sneak preview. And let us check here the stablecoin supply. It was declining all the time, and it seems it has started to rise a little bit, so indicating someone is printing some stablecoins. But as you know, and I have tweeted about that, the USDC redeemed a lot in the last few weeks, and let us see if yeah, here. And that's absolutely not bullish at all because it's indicating whales are sending USDC back to Treasury and converting that in fiat. But however, let us take a look. We have here our net flow, total net flow indicating more Bitcoin outflows than inflows. Looks bullish. We have to see if that's also related maybe to derivative market. In that case, it's just indicating some profit-taking operation. Okay, that's it for whales ratio now. And now we are going to analyze the spot exchanges. We can see here a big stablecoin outflow from spot market, indicating that whales just sold a lot of assets. I don't know if that's related to Bitcoin. That's possible because, as we can see here, we had the bearish price action, so they sold a lot and they are just taking profit and taking out some stablecoins. The question is, are these guys maintaining the stablecoins or sending them also back to Treasury? That would be ultra bearish in my opinion because they are showing they want to exit from the market. So the net flow related to the stablecoins, as you can see, it's relatively red, indicating more outflows than inflows. That's absolutely not good for the market because they are taking some cap from the exchanges. But on the other side, I'm not detecting any big Bitcoin inflows here. So if we can take a look, the last hour 70 Bitcoins, 130 the hour before, so nothing big. It maintains relatively in low volume. We had 400 Bitcoin, but that's now 8 hours ago. So nothing big indicating here. So future trading, what's happening there? Well, the funding rate here in red just declined, then it went up and maintained there, and since then it's maintaining I would say indicating that the demand for short right now just reached its bottom, and now the demand for longs are rising, or at least lifting up, it seems. So let us check what's happening here. Well, I mean, no. We have to check the open interest as well. Open interest also here reached its local bottom and it's rising again. I would say some shorts and longs, nothing big also here. And something I don't like at all is the leverage ratio just reached its bottom. That was March 4th, and since then it's just rising big. Now it declined, but however, that's just too high in my opinion, and it's showing that traders are ready to take some risk, and that's absolutely not good. Let us check here stablecoin flows activity related to derivative markets. We see here taking profit 160 million in stablecoins just went out from the exchanges, while 55 million just went in. That's almost neutral. Actually, a little bit more outflows, 155 million versus 130 million inflows. Yeah, it looks like someone is taking some profit here related to stablecoins. And let us take a look here. We had 670 bitcoins outflow, 270 bitcoins inflow. Oh, my computer's stalling right now. No. 800 bitcoins inflow, 500 bitcoins outflow. It doesn't look very big here. Even here, for example, we have 1,600 bitcoins inflow, so something I would say that's nice, but 1,750 bitcoin outflow, so they are taking profit, and I don't like that. Well, I'm shorting at the moment, so yes, I like that, but that's not good for the market. So let us check the Kingfisher map. The liquidation map related to FTX is indicating here that we are detecting here some late shorts, high leverage it seems, with a liquidation volume of almost 120 million, and that's at 43.8. Okay, and we are forming, or just, yeah, forming a cluster here. In my opinion, that's not related to retailers. In my opinion, that's more related to whales, because that's what I'm observing in the last few weeks. While, as you can see, the long liquidation volume declined a lot. And even here, I mean, we are talking about 150 to 180 million. That's the peak of the bar. And that's not a lot comparing to what we have seen in the past weeks. Yeah, with 350 million, even 400 million. So I don't know. It doesn't, in my opinion, that doesn't really look very bullish, but we need to see. So, now we are checking the Bitcoin reserves on spot exchanges, and I'm not going to repeat every day the same information, but for today we can say that it declined. The Bitcoin reserves on exchanges declined by almost 1,000 Bitcoin. It's nice, but not enough, because we still have almost 16,700 Bitcoins remaining from this huge rising in Bitcoin reserves of exchanges. we have declined, of course, but it's still too much. So we have 16,700 Bitcoin, and the question is, what is happening with those almost 17,000 Bitcoin? What's happening with them? Is someone waiting for a special date, special event? We don't know actually. We just know that when Bitcoin reserves on exchanges is rising, is someone sending his bitcoins to the exchange. It doesn't mean that he directly sold those, but they are still on the exchanges, and that's something we need to have in mind because that's a lot of bitcoins. So, market drivers. What's going on here? Well, first of all, nobody is accumulating. Quick accumulation, taking profit, selling again. As you can see that, indicating coin margin contracts, using them to hold the price, even taking profit on stablecoin margin contracts. FTX maintaining a little bit, but I think, and that happened in the last few days as well, I don't know how these guys are making some profit. I think they are making profits more with futures than spot and using spot to dump the market. That's something I'm detecting. However, as you can see, maintain the. We need another color. Maintaining the price a little bit, taking profit on stablecoin futures, selling spot. That's the aggregated CBD spot, so the combination of different exchanges except FTX, and that's the reason why I have FTX here on a separate part, and indicating also here these guys are right now declining also. So yeah, the next I think 42.5 is the next level again, and that's what I said in my analysis today for the German community as well. Let us take a look here. That's the aggregated CBD for stablecoin margin contracts, including the open interest for stablecoins and the aggregated liquidation. Then we have the aggregated funding rates, indicating here more request and demand for longs, but at the same moment less contracts. So and that also matches to that here. Let us take a look to the coin margin contracts. Well, a similar picture. It doesn't really look good. Funding rate rising, declining open interest while maintaining the price, but they are taking profit. So, as you know, stablecoin margin contracts are for me the key for a bearish price move related to futures, while coin margin contracts, if I see the open interest is rising, with a rising funding rate, that could be very bullish in my opinion because they use, and it makes sense, they use coin margin contracts to push the price up while stablecoins to push the price down. If we take a look, of course, to the trading bot chart, we can see here, as usual, FTX and Binance working together, and of course, Deribit, Huobi, and OKEx working together. Bitfinex, it looks more similar to Deribit, OKEx, and so on and so forth, maybe with a little bit of delay, but yeah, as we can see here, these guys are very active. I mean, FTX and Binance are very active, and as you know, and I told in the past analysis as well, in my opinion, FTX is the main driver at the moment of the market. So, exchange walls, what's happening there? Well, Coinbase reduced the volume since yesterday, nothing different right now, still having this little wall there at 48 and the same one at 40k, so at Coinbase, nothing. Let us check Deribit. Also here, nothing happening, nothing changed since yesterday's 46.5 is still their limitation the way up, and 42k Here also very interesting, 42K limiting the way down, and the same at 40K. That matches very well to what we have seen. So Deribit, Binance, Spot, also nothing happening here. Still mid volume walls at 48.5 and 50. And as you can see here, different low to mid volume walls between 42, then at 41, then at 40, and so on and so forth. But also nothing big. Bitfinex, very interesting, and that matches very well also to my to what I have seen. These guys are just, as you can see, limiting at the moment at 42.6, 42.6, and that matches very well because they price is getting rejected always there. And that's where I said today also on Twitter, we are going to trade a tiny price range at the moment. They are also at 45.2, limiting a little bit. And we need to see what's happening next. FTX. Well, FTX was creating some walls. We have a wall at 42K, so 42K again. They had some at 45K and 46K, and right now we still have one at 46.4. So also nothing big at the moment. OKEX, Kraken, I don't need them anymore. Kraken, no, that's BitMEX, also not showing anything. Binance Futures, and that's the key, ladies and gentlemen, because as you can see here, these guys know very well what they want and what not. Also matches perfectly to what I have been seeing today. That's their favorite trade range at the moment, and it doesn't look like we are going to. I mean, if we go below, what is that here? 42.5, that's going to be a bear trap at the moment. That's my opinion. That's how it looks like. So yeah, Bitfinex derivatives. We have here, maybe you can see that, also just a little cluster between 41 and 41.4, so nothing special here as well. FTX spot, also here just maintaining 46.5, and that's also very interesting, we have here also such a cluster between 42 and even here, as you can see, 41. It's 41.8 to 47. So 40,700. Also makes sense. But as you can see, we have here also such a cluster. So in my opinion, and I will talk about that in my conclusion right now, what I have said to the German community as well. That's it.